Welcome to Underkill TV here at the Beer Keller in Bristol, joined by Steve and Pete from the one and only FM. How are you doing, guys? Long time no see.
Yeah, nice to see you again. We're fine, thanks. We're brilliant.
Pete, good afternoon, whatever it is. Yeah, how are you doing? All right?
Excellent. And obviously I want to get straight to it. You've got a brand new album out, Heroes and Villains, on Frontier Records, am I right? Yeah?
Yeah.
And can you tell the viewers a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's our fourth album, I guess, since we got back together in 2007.
Ninth studio album. I
Yeah,
think
it is.
Yeah.
It's been amazingly received. We've been bowled over with like press and the radio response to it, and people are saying it's our best album since we reformed. Some it's our best album ever. People are loving it, so which is great because when we're making it, we're too close to it. We don't know. So when you put it out there, is when you get the response from everybody, and it's just been amazing, hasn't it?
It's been so positive. It really has. I mean, our publicity guy, he said he's never known anything like it in all his years. All the the response has been just. There's been no negativity at all.
It's riding high in the charts as well, which is unbelievable. Like, I mean, for a lot of bands that have tried to make a comeback and sort of not been able to do it, it must be a really sort of humbling sort of moment to see that, Steve.
It certainly is, because when we got back together, we didn't expect it. And it's just gone from strength to strength. Things are happening that didn't happen first time around. And the band's managed to get back to where we were, and it's just amazing.
Well, we had no plans at all when we got back together for the Firefest the first time round. That was it. If we can get through this gig without dying, then we've cracked it. That was honestly thank you. That was all we had. That's as far as our plans went, to get through the gig without making fools of ourselves, kind of thing. And then the reaction from the fans was just, it was overwhelming. You could feel the love. I know it sounds really corny, but you could feel the love coming up on the stage from the punters. I mean, I was at the back and I was filling up. Honestly, I'm not, I'm not joking about that. And we came off stage just like, we've got to do an album. These people deserve it, And it's like, oh, that means we've got to write songs and stuff like that.
Well, it was a bit like we were in shock. We didn't know what happened, and so we decided to make a record. Jim came in, and we got new stuff together. Jim started having a lot of input in what we did, and the band's it's been like a roller coaster ride. It's just gone from strength to strength. Big tours again, big venues, playing all over the world, and everywhere we go, it's like we were in Italy 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and we've never been. We walked out. We did the first thing we did was a little acoustic show. We did that, and it was like just unbelievable. It was like they were just overawed with the whole thing. We did the show, walked out, and it was like, and we're like, we've never been here.
How do you know us? It was the same in Spain. Yeah. I mean, we did the same in Spain. We'd never played in Spain.
That was the same.
And it's the same thing. Everyone knew it. They knew this sort of earlier stuff more, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the reaction's been
overwhelming.
Just amazing.
Like you're saying that now, a lot of people are actually saying that the last sort of 4 albums you've done are probably on par and even better, especially with the new one as well, better than you were first time round. I mean, have you heard that from a lot of people?
We have. I mean, the thing is, when we got back together, we realised quite quickly when we decided we were going to make records again. We couldn't go back to making records that sounded like Indiscreet, top it out. We're in a different decade. So we made a conscious decision. We have to create a new FM sound, and
we kind of took
all the best bits
we thought from the old sound, and then just, did some new stuff.
And people are saying this, they prefer the new stuff, which is great for us because you create a legacy. One thing we didn't want to do was go trudging around playing all the old songs that everybody loves, and that's all we do. We had to be moving forward, doing something new, and we wanted to be, I know we're older now, we wanted to be like a new band, and doing what we do now. We look forward, we did the Indiscreet shows, we only did 3 of those because we don't like looking back. I mean, we realised that the legacy we created has got us where we are now, but it's all about going forward for us really now,
And like you just said there, I mean, obviously, you're going to be playing, I'm guessing, a bit of Heroes and Villains tonight, but how do you go about picking a catalogue now? Because, I mean, you had 2 previous good albums with Rockville and Rockville 2, how do you pick a set that... It must be really hard work.
Oh,
well, you're never going to please everybody. We put stuff out on social media, and people put their stuff. It's like, okay, I'll do that one, or maybe. And it's just you can't just please everyone. So we do our best.
Yeah. You find you got 5 ballads in the set.
Yeah.
It's just like not really going to run that well. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of have to try and get a gauge on what you think will work for everybody. And
you've got to get it so the set's paced correctly and stuff like that. You know.
and I think now, looking at the set, we've got kind of 50-50 old FM, 50-50 new. So basically, it's a good balance, and you know, there's something for everybody. We can't do FM gigs. We've actually tried in the past without playing That Girl and Bad Luck and all, because people are like, what? You know, it's that,
I know. You know, I know if I go and see one of my favourite bands, I want to hear the old stuff. I want to hear some new stuff, but I still want to hear all my favourites kind of thing.
Well, it's
So,
what got them into you in the first
and I'm no
place.
different to anybody else. You know, if I go and see a band I like, I want to hear the ones that I'm into.
Obviously, going forward as well, coming into the summer sort of time, you're doing the Steelhouse Festival again. You've been asked back this year. I think you were there year before last, wasn't it? And you must be really sort of humbled again to be coming back, and from what I can gather, it's through popular demand again.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had that a lot. I mean, we're doing a lot of festivals through the summer. We got Switzerland, Holland, Grass Pop, Boss Pop. We're doing 2 big shows with
pop,
Pop. We've got 2 shows with Europe in Sweden, big festivals in Sweden. So it's right through the summer. The Ramblin' Man Festival the day before Steelhouse, and it just goes on and on. It's always great when you know, a festival organiser asks you back. We've done Grass Pop before. We've done, you know, it's great. We're in that position again where people are coming after us to go back and play. You know,
I didn't think when we split up, I never thought I would be going out into an arena supporting Foreigner and Journey. I thought those days have gone. I thought, okay, I've had a good time. I'll now just get on with the rest of my life. And to actually have the chance to do that again is, it's great. It's fantastic.
it's great. You know, we're enjoying it.
And I'm
We're
so
having a great
grateful to
Yeah.
have that opportunity. You know.
And the other thing, obviously, for the fans out there that want to obviously check you guys out. I know, obviously, we got Twitter at FM Official. Am I right?
Yeah, and if you go onto the internet, put FM Official in, and it kind of all comes up, kind of thing. Yeah, is everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's right.
Excellent stuff. And obviously, since you come back, I'd like to ask you both this question. What's been, personally, for both of you, the highlights so far? So if I start with you then, Steve.
For me, the first gig would be the highlight, because it was just totally overwhelming. Because we came out on stage, well, first of all, we expected we'd sell 400 tickets, and we sold the festival out as the headline band.
The first band to actually sell out the Firefest.
Yeah, so it was like, and there were people from all over the world. There were people draping FM Greek fan club banners over. I never even knew we had a Greek fan club. So it was a bit like, this is just unbelievable.
Was it Bermuda?
People from
just
America,
everywhere? Yeah.
Japan, and it was like, this is just amazing. That was probably, not only since we came back, that would be one of the highlights. So I can't even remember what the gig was like. It was just a white knuckle ride, and it was just so overwhelming. We could have played the Magic Roundabout and they'd have gone mad. It was like, you know, and it was just.
I did play that.
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah. So it was just, that's an amazing thing. And the Foreigner tour was fantastic because we toured with Europe before and we toured with Foreigner before. So it was kind of like a family vibe on the tour, and it was a long tour. Touring with Journey, playing arenas with Journey is always going to be a great thing to do since we come back. And just, I've loved all of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's just been,
it's
just amazing. It's just, you know, so I can't really, it's all a high point for me because we keep going. Like, we're driving here today and all of a sudden Steve Wright's on Radio 2 and we come on. Another thing that I would not have expected at this time in my life, you know, and we've had massive support from radio since we came back, and it's just been amazing. It's the positivity around FM is amazing. That's why we can keep writing albums and we keep going, because it just keeps you inspired, doesn't it? You know. So
excellent stuff. And what about yourself, Pete? Is it exactly the same?
Sorry.
It is really. It's exactly the same. I mean, the Foreigner tour to me was great. That was as good as the Bon Jovi tour to me. You know, that was of the old band. That was a highlight for me, sort of the Bon Jovi tour. And this had the same sort of vibe, the Foreigner tour, because they treated us so well, like the crew, the band, everybody. And it was like a family, wasn't it? It really was. And that was great. And obviously it was the Firefest, you know, because that was the most nerve-wracking hour or whatever it was. I mean, if you'd seen us before in the dressing room, it just pacing.
There's a lot of pacing going on. A lot of pacing.
Yeah, because we weren't actually allowed to do a warm-up show.
Yeah,
that was So from 12 years from when we finished, that was the first time we played on stage together.
Headline on the Saturday night at a festival
Yeah.
like the Fire Fest.
Because we were saying, look, you've got to let us do a little warm-up in a pub even.
Yeah.
No, sorry, the deal is
Has
this.
to be an
This
exclusive
is
show.
exclusive show. It's like, okay.
So
And so it was absolutely nerve-wracking, but it was great at the same time.
it was worth the nerves. For
Yeah.
The,
But we could have fallen flat on our faces. We honestly didn't know
No.
what was going to happen.
No.
You know, I could quite honestly,
It was meant to be a laugh. We'll do one gig and we'll just go,
Yeah.
that was really good fun. We'll all go away and do what we were doing and that'll be that. You know, and here we are 7 years on.
Yeah.
You know, and you know.
Yeah.
Fairy tale story, isn't it? Really,
And like I say, I'm just so grateful
That's
for the
brilliant.
opportunity.
Before we wrap up, I can honestly vouch. I went on holiday. You're on about Greece now. I went on holiday to Corfu last year, and in the bar I was in, FM come on in the hotel, and so I noticed the music is sort of rock orientated in the daytime, and this bartender there, Demetrius, his name was, there's a little plug for you, Demetrius, and he said, I love FM, amazing album, and he was just so humble, like, you know, he heard the new stuff, he checked the new stuff out, he loved it as well. That's excellent.
We had that weird thing in Portugal, didn't we? We went to play in Portugal. This was like the first time, you know, for a long time. And we got there, and they said, "You're going to play Let Love Be the Leader."
No, first of all, we got in the bus. They picked us up in the airport, and they're going, "Oh, you're going to play your hit, aren't you?"
Yeah.
And we're like,
Oh, what hit's
"What's
that
that?
then?
Bad rock, bad girl." They went, "Whoa," and we're like, "No."
But we hadn't even played it, had we?
You know,
We hadn't even played
No,
it, had we?
we never
It's like-
thought of it, but apparently in Portugal,
It
Let
was a
Love Be the
massive
Leader
hit.
was a big cult song
Yeah.
for that band, you know. So when we didn't play it, after every song they're going, "Whoa," and we're like,
We're like,
"Sorry."
haven't got a clue how that one goes. And then we actually went back and we
Did it?
played it,
Oh,
and it was
God, it
it
just
was
went
great.
mad. It
They went
exploded
mental,
when we
yeah.
did it.
It's like,
You know.
but why didn't you tell us this? Or somebody at least tell us, you know.
yeah.
So,
You played it better late than never. Well, guys, obviously I know you're really busy and you're getting ready for tonight's gig. Once again, I want to thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you and catching up. And for those that want to check out FM, please check out the website here. Please go on YouTube, check out the videos and the lyrics videos. You won't be disappointed. This is Alistair once again checking out from Underkill TV.